1 and 1 is 2, 6 and 2 is 8. Come on, baby, don't you make me late, how to behave. Etc. Hi, welcome to the channel. This is all about blues harmonica. If you're new to it, thumbs up and subscribe, stick with it. Hopefully there's things that will interest you and might encourage you or inspire you to take up the blues harmonica, and contact me for Skype, face to face, but at the moment in these difficult times it's Skype, but and set you off on the right tracks with the blues harmonica. Okay, this tune, Sweet Home Chicago. Now for me, in my head, when people mention this tune, it just the Blues Brothers film, the original, that just always springs to mind, and that's kind of what I've lifted up, taking the idea from here today that I'm going to coach on. It's a partial lesson. I don't throw out the whole thing, and you know, I'm not doing that, but I'll give you enough to get you stuck into. And of course, I'm a multi-instrumentalist. Not that that's necessary here, but jazz saxophonist for all my life, and piano, guitar, all the other instruments. And at one time in my life I did actually study Robert Johnson's version of Sweet Home Chicago, and listen to it at great length. And with him, it's kind of, from a musician's point of view, it's the fact that he's doing all the things at the same time, and that's quite the genius of him. But it can be quite morose to a lot of people, and you'll see a lot of people call things Sweet Home Chicago and basically just play a straightforward blues or something. Okay, but this arrangement, this kind of way of doing it that the Blues Brothers, that Dan Aykroyd and John Landis put together on the original film, with the great Belushi and himself playing the two major parts, and all the band and everybody that was in it, all the cameo roles, the lot. Fantastic film, fantastic cult film. And so that's kind of how I hear it in my head. So let's just drop straight in there, and 5 and 6 draw. And then blow. And then do that twice. 3 draw half step, 2 draw. Alright, so we've got and then this is tricky for me to coach this, because I always play it differently every single time. Like any good improviser, we never really play the same thing, even when we're just playing the same thing. We tend to play it differently every single time. And you'll get guys like James Brown, who and all the greats like Johnny Lee Hooker never did the same thing twice, even when they were jazz improvisers. Even in their styles, they always did things differently. And very difficult if they were ever in a film situation where they had to lip sync or they had to cover something that they'd already recorded. We find it very difficult to do the same thing again, because there's so much little innuendos, little sort of idiosyncrasy things in what they're doing. Okay, here we go. 4 draw, 6 blow, 4 draw. 4 draw bend, 6 blow, 4 draw bend. So just go through that again. 4 draw, 6 blow, 4 draw. 4 draw bend, 6 blow, 4 draw bend. We'll do it that way, just make it easier. 4 blow, 4 draw. 4 blow, 4 draw, 3 draw half step bend, 2 draw. 1 draw, 2 draw the way down, 1 draw. And we can put chords in if you want to. 2 draw. Okay, listen, 2 draw. half step on 3, full step on 3. Use a 3 blow there rather than 2 draw. 2 draw all the way down, 1 draw. Usually you'd use 2 draw most of the time, but in this situation I'd use 3 blow. So half step, full step on 3, 3 blow. 2 draw all the way down, 1 draw. Now, the little riff. Five, 6 draw, 5, 6 blow, 4, 5 draw. And then 5, 6 blow, 4, 5 draw. 5, 6 draw, 5, 6 blow, 4, 5 draw. Play around with that riff, you'll get it. It's a lot easier than even if somebody would write that down for you. It's a lot easier just to listen to that riff with what I've just shown you there. Spend 5 or 10 minutes playing around with it. You might come by just where you're going to put your draws and your blows. So it might confuse you a little bit, but stick with it and you'll get that riff. And that's kind of the main riff, alright? What I'm doing there is a blow chord, and then the same riff again, 3 draw half step, 3 draw full step, excuse me, 3 blow, 2 draw all the way down, 1 draw. Same riff. Oh, excuse me, okay? Four draw, 4 blow 3 times, 4 draw, 5 draw, 4 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw half step bend, so 3 draw half step bend to 1 draw, 1 draw, 2 draw all the way down. Okay. Now, there's those little stops. You can do that, or you can play a straight chord or whatever. I was going 1 draw, 2 draw all the way down, 2 draw. Lots of variations on that. You're just putting a stab in. Depends what band you're playing with, just how you're doing it. But that's what you're doing. And then there's little stabs where the voice comes in. Now the other bit I was taking more or less from the guitar a little bit, and this was very straight ahead, very easy. I'm actually doing it as a 3 draw, so I'm going 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw, 5 draw. Six blow, and then just keep going up that 7 scale. So we finish on 9 blow, so just give you again. That's 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw, 5 draw, 6 blow, and then from 6 blow, we're going 7 draw, 8 draw, 9 draw, 9 blow. And that's diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle da da. Okay, so a little bit disjointed, but I've given you the very basics of that framework. okay, and you just run over it some number of times, you'll get the gist of it. Then the secret then is to pick up the recording and have a listen to that, and then mould something together to make it yours. Alright? But start out with that as a very loose framework, and always see these things, it's like a jigsaw. You're putting pieces together and you start on the outside usually, and then you sort of move in and find things, and it's like anything, and you'll come back to these things and then you'll change them and then you'll develop them, and you might play this in 6 months time completely different than you play it now. These things evolve. But that's the general gist of the tune Sweet Home Chicago. Now have some fun with it, and hopefully it might get you stuck into playing a few of those kind of things. Great piece of kit, and in these challenging times, a great piece of kit to take with you and carry around just about anywhere. And hopefully we're trying to move this thing forward. Don't forget, available for Skype and all the rest of it, all levels, so you know, we accommodate everything, and let's try and push this thing forward. Alright, I'll catch you on the rebound.